You've ever thought to yourself, my little one literally never stops climbing walls, jumping things, throwing things, moving 24/7. This is for you. Because I have one kid like this too, and I can see the drastic difference between my other two kids who are a little more calm. They still have like wild toddler energy, but there is a distinct difference. And I see it most of the time with kids who are more highly emotional or just have higher sensory needs. They need to be moving. They need to feel things in their body. They just have more energy. That is literally why I created the Wild Hands Activity Guide, because I went through this with my oldest and she was always throwing things, climbing things, jumping on stuff, running, hitting. A lot of times it was turning into destructive. So here's the big thing that's going to make a huge difference for you. Because with these sort of kids, you can set boundaries all day long. Sit on the couch with our butt, walking feet inside the house. We don't throw our blocks, we use them to build. Like, you could set boundary after boundary. You could take everything away and they will still find something to be wild around, right? So instead of doing that, I want you to start doing games and activities every day that are actually going to give them the sensory input that they are seeking in a healthy way. Give them a yes space. Give them something that they can do that will use this energy productively, that actually is regulating their body and their nervous system and is giving them an easy outlet, instead of you having to be there 24/7 like, stop, don't do that, don't touch that, don't climb here, blah 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 blah. When I did this with my oldest when she was like 2.5, we had a baby at home too, and I felt like I had to be on top of her 24/7. This is when so much of our day changed, because I started doing splat pads with her, power hands, letting her push heavy work like Montessori style heavy work, letting her climb stuff, doing beanbag games so she could get that sensory input. Like, all of these activities that I have wrapped up and put into my Wild Hands Activity Guide for you to start using daily made a huge difference for us at home. We're just trying to get your wild toddler or your wild little kid to calm down. You're just trying to get them to sit still or read book or take deep breaths or whatever. It is like you were swimming upstream against the current. And instead of doing that, I want you to go downstream with the current in a way that is safe and like productive for everybody in your family. And that is what games and activities that are actually regulating your little one's body, getting them that sensory input, that physical input that they need, is going to do. With everything, like I said, that's in my guide. If you want a ton of ideas, that's where to go to get them.